The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Check. Slam. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Ready. 8, read.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check 31. Check 31.
22, check Barber. 22, check Barber.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 66. Bullet ride. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Alpha.
43 is the mic. Man, I got you.
Yep.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go, D. All day defense, all on the floor.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get that ball. Get set.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
You can't block me. You can't handle it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Here, switch it.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Set. 18 Gator. Check 56.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Delta.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
43's to Mike. 43's to Mike. Arnie. Mike's 43. Mike's
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check. Check hot route. Look at me. Door. Step.
And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
10 logo. You better bring it. Check 3. Check 50. Check 50. Topper.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 10 2 stop. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check. 22 jet bomber. Check 25. Go. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
80 weapons. Mike's 56. Look at me. Zipper. 56. Mike, 56. Let's go. 56.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice try. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 78 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big fella, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Oilers 10.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Protein spill.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
On the ready.
47, check Mike 47. Watch the run, watch the run.
6-6, pull it high, hit it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Set, ready? 60 or. Blue draw Corkers.
Shift, watch the shift.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
152 fighter. Go, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready? 50, plant.
56.
X3, 218, chopper.
Here we go.
Hey, wahoo!
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
43 is the mic. Big air, big air, big air.
H3, 218. Chopper, chopper.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. All day, punk. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Ready, go.
A gain of 3, second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
43.
The 36-yard line.
Tackles, tackles. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Read it. 43.
Orbit.
43.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught by Hester. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Race don't travel. Race don't travel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Bravo. We got 25 to Mike. No, no, ready. Hey, 25 guard.
2nd and 6. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He may try and run for this. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready, ready. 30 base.
All right. Hey, let's get
80 weapons. Hey, Zoo. Five.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Strong left. Hey. 4 down. 43 is the mic. 132 fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. General, West, check 13.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 3. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
64, weak. He's crossing. He's checking crack.
They'll look to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Let's get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit. Out, 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 out.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now back to throw. Full left side complete. That's Bailey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go. Ready. Blue dot working. Blue dot working. I'm here all day.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Echo. Now. Move.
43.
Back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Watch the
Exit. March 43. March 43. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Watch the curve. Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
23 is the mark. That's a run. Yes! 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Ready, go!
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punt team on now as from their end zone, they get it away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
You draw corkers. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Watch the pass. Whip.
X3, 218, chopper. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 3.
Rock it. Go.
We got double up.
On the ball. Fight.
Now they try the right side here. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Smooth.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Hey.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
66. Bullet high. Hayward. 43 is the mic.
2nd and 1. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Austin. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
43 for Mike. In your face.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Hey, they're scared. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready. 8, read. 56. Down to lose 1. Hey, Echo. Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
And he will find his man on the outside. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Light 54. I got it. 61. Matchbox lights.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Topper. It's just me and you. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Now.
Coming. Right there. 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
5. Now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
43's to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's try.
1st down, Chicago.
Let's go.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. Proceed spin. 43 to Mike. I got it. Sit. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Chopper. Switch. Tighten up. 43 is the mark. Hey, go.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Oilers 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Check 80 weapons. Hey, Haywood.
At the 26-yard line.
Jim. Mike spot for him.
Hey.
Let's go.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Right there.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11.
Hey, high 7.
Second and 11. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Right there, 56.
I got you based on Travis.
Now they try the right side here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
You remember me?
Protein spill. 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. off from the 7. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
You ready? 56 is the mark. Check pass. Check pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he finds Beasley complete.
We got this.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play.